January 27th. Bare knuckle fighting. Sanchez fights a...
Shit. What's up, everybody? No UFC this week, but we got some BKFC. Bare knuckle, always fun to watch. What's up, Robert Kerrigan? Drunken Charge in the house. PBR Street Gang. Good to see you, my man. Got knockout artist Juan Adams. I didn't even realize he wasn't in the UFC anymore. I'm not completely surprised. But of course, he was one of those big Samoan, I believe he's Samoan knockout artist. So that should be fun to see how he does in bare knuckle.
In the main event, the always ready Donald Sanchez fights a warrior hungry to get back on the winning track. Noah Cutter.
So Donald Sanchez, Noah Cutter, two middleweight contenders getting it on in the main event tonight.
Highpine has other plans, plus many more bare knuckle fights. For more info on how to watch, go to BKFC.
Dakota Highpine's fighting tonight. A lot of prospects tonight, though. I really enjoy these types of shows. I miss them because we used to see a lot more of this. Robert, I know you remember it. I'm sure because Tuesday Night Fights had a lot of these up-and-coming prospects. Like I watched guys like Lamron Brewster come up through Tuesday Night Fights. Charles the Hatchet Brewer, Angel Man Freddy. Some of the names that maybe not everybody knows. I think it was Leroy Butler, the trained Butler, heavyweight knockout artist. One of the funnest guys to watch. And then Showtime had Next Generations. Showtime Next Generations, and you forget like how fun it is to watch these guys hone their skills against guys that they can really highlight those skills against. And yeah, a lot of times I'm talking about mismatches. But the interesting thing about a mismatch, and a lot of times we used to call these fights showcase fights, like Roy Jones Jr., Bernard Hopkins. Back in the day, a lot of the biggest guys would have showcase fights, and it wasn't a shameful thing like a lot of times it is today with social media and things. And they didn't have a ton of them. It wasn't like trying to protect the O wasn't as big a thing back then. It's always been somewhat of a thing. But the fun thing for me about these events is you would see the highest skilled guys coming up doing things that they couldn't do against the other top guys. Like watching Manny Pacquiao coming up and fighting a guy that's 2 levels below him. For most fans, not even just casuals, a lot of hardcores, it's going to be a lot more entertaining fight than Manny Pacquiao fighting Floyd Mayweather Jr. Everybody wants to see who wins between Floyd and Manny, but we watched the fight. It wasn't very good. It's one of Manny's most boring fights ever. Torn Brown, what's going on, my man? How do you guys feel about the Gaethje Max Holloway fight? Dude, not great, man. Not great. Personally, I just feel like Justin's too big, it hits too hard, and Max has been in the game too long. I wish Justin was fighting somebody else. I wish they both were fighting somebody else. Robert says, I like that fight. Yeah, I mean, I could end up liking that fight, but the first thing I think of is worried for Max. Did you guys see, and I'm sure you have, it's been all over social media though, all the new UFC 300 rumors. So Adesanya is still in play. Even his trainers and things said that, that's a possibility that he could end up on UFC 300. But hold on to your britches. This is the rumor out right now. And I don't think Dana White has confirmed this, but it looks like this comes with pretty good sources that not only Conor is fighting Michael Chandler at UFC 300, they're going to introduce 2 new weight classes for UFC 300. Like I said, Dana himself hasn't confirmed this, but so far this looks pretty solid. A lot of reputable sources are reporting it. 165 and 175. They would get rid of the 170. And I don't know if you guys remember that I had mentioned this. I said, watch. They're going to surprise us for UFC 300. Dana doesn't like people spoiling his surprises, so he's going to act like you can't possibly get something that you're going to get. And then I said, if he wants to give Conor a title, he'll just make one. And possibly him and Chandler will be fighting for a title. And I won't take too much credit for that because I think I predicted that for about 4 or 5 other events and it didn't happen. I just figured that they would make those weight classes eventually just because to me it makes all the sense in the world. But yeah, looks like Conor and Chandler most likely at UFC 300. And it looks like we're going to have at least one new division, I guess. Because if you get rid of 170, you bring in 165, 175, you end up with one extra division. But I think it's the best way to go. And something that a lot of people are sleeping on, I think, though, is Adesanya is a small middleweight. I believe he doesn't cut weight. He comes in like 183 every once in a while. He couldn't even get up to 200 when he fought Blachowicz. So you know he's a small middleweight. He can make 175 easy. He can drop that 10 pounds and make 175. No problem. Absolutely no problem. And I think he would have actually thought about that drop to welterweight if it wasn't for his brother Kamaru Usman being champion there for so long. Because I think he walks around at a lower weight than a lot of welterweights. Probably a lower weight than Usman. So Usman is a huge welterweight. What's up, Mind's Eye? I've had fights with friends. Never turned out well for my friends. Well, we bicker professionally a little bit in here sometimes, but we're all pretty good friends. Pretty good community, and yeah, we just watch fights together. So welcome, sir. Good to see you in here. Fights with these friends, the good times, Robert. Get rid of lightweight, too. So get rid of bring in 165 and 175 and get rid of 155? I'm not quite understanding where you're going. Yeah, I'd heard Usman walked around about 120, or 220, excuse me, and I'm pretty much positive Adesanya doesn't walk around that. I would not be surprised if Israel Adesanya has never been 220 his entire life. I mean, if he was going to be over 200 pounds, the time to do it would have been the fight against Blachowicz. Israel Adesanya has never been 220 his entire life. I mean, if he was as he walks around like 190, yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, he doesn't have to cut weight. He's a super small, and that was part of the thing with him and Poontang. Is that guy so much bigger than him? Yeah, they both made the same weight class. But I wasn't surprised when Pannell went up to 205 because just that was a massive cut for him. Nah, I take that back. Keep lightweight. Yeah, lightweight's been stacked for a while. But I like every 10 pounds. I've liked it for a while. Yeah, I think you're pretty much going to be perfect there. Because you got 125, you got every 10 pounds now, all the way up to 185. So, do you need to bring in a 195? I mean, eventually they could. That's one that, I don't know that they'll be chomping at the bit for that one just because there's not as much talent there at those lighter weights, but I've thought that we needed to cut welterweight into two divisions for a while. You had the 15-pound gap, and then you got a ton of talent. Just a ton of talent, and some middleweights. That 5 pounds doesn't sound like a lot, but I think you had some middleweights that maybe would have had a hard time making 170. You're going to have a lot easier time making 175. Because, now technically you can come in at 176, and you guys know the game. Some of the guys are going to test it. They're going to come in at 178 and, take that 20% fine. I love the Justin Holloway bout. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I just, like I said at the same time, I worry about Max getting hit by somebody that hits as hard as Gaethje, because there was a noticeable difference in the size and power when Max fought Dustin. And I think Justin hits a lot harder than Dustin. Dustin might give you more volume, though. Joe Rogan said it best, that the lighter weights do every 5 pounds and the heavier weights every 10 pounds. Oh, did he say every 5? I could see eventually getting even more weight classes. I know a lot of people are like, oh, we don't want to get like boxing, and it's like, yeah, I get that in a way, but like I just think they have the room for more weight classes. They just do. Is anybody? I'm on BKFC. Says this starts at 6 o'clock. Is anybody else watching this on Bare Knuckle? Maybe I need to reset the app, because all I'm getting is like a little 1-minute preview.
Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship presents the BKFC Prospect Series.
Picking Benoit Dennis to beat Dustin is crazy. Yeah, that is an interesting one. Max will be okay. Isn't Tony Ferguson a human punching bag? No, I just worry about his size mostly. He has been in the game a long time. But more weight classes means belts hold less value. Yeah, but one more weight class, I don't think it's going to make that big of a deal. And there's so many UFCs and stuff right now. Like, I mean, what do you have? What do you have? 45 events last year, something like that. I think they had like maybe 7 off weeks. So they might be getting to the point that they need another weight division to get enough pay-per-views and still have decent fight nights throughout the year. Yeah, this is kind of frustrating me. I don't know if anybody else is on BKFC, but I'm going to this event, and it's just giving me a little synopsis of the event every time. There we go. Now it's coming up, live events. Okay, I think we're good now. I just had to reset the app. And apparently log in, because I haven't logged in so long. Well, that's dumb. Why didn't it ask me that before? I've had the channel open for 30 minutes, but give me just a second. I gotta use this stupid remote to type in letters and numbers. $300 will be here soon. I don't really like BKFC. Too many cuts? You not like the cuts or what, Torn? I think BKFC is exciting as hell. It's because the fights go so quickly. One of the things I like the most is like if two guys really aren't getting down, which is pretty rare in this. I mean, the whole fight's only 10 minutes if it goes the distance. So you're not going to have to wait long. All right, there we go. We're locked in. It's just boring to me. All right, hey, to each their own. Does anyone else think Holly Holm looks 60? She's definitely got some wrinklage going on. She's 2 years younger than me, and I mean not to not to compliment myself because that's kind of awkward, but like I think I look younger than she does. I'm 45, she's 43. Yeah, she's got a pretty good amount of wrinkles nowadays. St. Benoit Denise is a monster and is going to take over. I not only believe it, but so does Rogan and Schaub. He's very good. That's a tough fight with him and Dustin, though, man. Odds are very close. I think either one of those guys could take it. I lean towards Dustin. And that's going to be just fine for Dennis. Even if he loses, he's young. He's probably going to put on a good showing, win or lose. So I think his stock raises either way. But yeah, he could definitely beat Dustin too. All right, all bouts are scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. All bouts scored by 3 judges, 10-point must system. Hand wraps, wrist wraps must be at least 1 inch below the knuckles. Punching in the active clinch is allowed. There is no 3 knockdown rule. Of course, kicks, knees, takedowns, submissions are illegal. Kasey, Yates, and Zack Pannell. Yates 5 inches taller, 5'11". He's also going to be 5 pounds heavier at 155. Zack Pannell weighed in at 150. Yates has a just 2.5 inch reach advantage despite being 5 inches taller at 71.5 inches. Zack Pannell, the lighter, much shorter fighter, is a big betting favorite. Minus 270. Kasey Yates, the underdog, comes in at plus 210. And like I mentioned, this is prospects, but good enough prospects, good enough fights that DraftKings has picked up the betting odds. Yeah, I will tell you what, I don't know if you guys are excited about. I'm excited about more weight classes. I'm excited about more champions. I get being worried about like too many and the belt being worth less. I'm not saying I want like a ton. We don't need a ton of new weight classes, but I'm definitely looking forward to see who moves up, who moves down. It just makes things more interesting to me. Dustin's going to show him, and there's levels to this. I knew Kayla was going to sign with UFC. She said to make weight, and Dana said she's already made 135 twice doing practice cuts. Look out, women of UFC. Kayla's coming for the belt. Yeah, she definitely could be, man. And part of the thing, I know a lot of people were worried. They criticized Kayla that she was fighting at 155. Like, wow, there's no 155 out there for women anywhere. The UFC is the only one basically that has 145, and that was shallow for so long. Did they scrap 145? I believe they scrapped 145 now when Amanda retired. But I think a big reason for that was the tournaments. Because you might, if you're having to fight 5-6 times a year or more, she just didn't want to make that many cuts. Because she fought 145. I think she might have even fought 135. Because while she was with PFL, I don't know if you guys remember, she went over and fought one fight at Invicta. I think it was a 145. Benoit called out Justin Gaethje. Too. I think Justin would do him dirty. Well, he better worry about Dustin right now because that is not a guy you want to overlook. Not at all. What do you guys think though about Conor? Whether if he fights Chandler, I think Chandler wins that fight. I think he wins it pretty easily, to be honest. I mean, Conor's, I feel like he's been washed up for a long time. I was looking at some of my old videos. Pretty sure I did a video asking if Conor was washed up in 2018. It's 2024. What does that tell you? He's had a broken leg since then. He just finished filming the Roadhouse movie, so he's got a built-in excuse if he loses. And we don't know how he's going to react coming back from that broken leg. If Michael Chandler's smart, he's training almost nothing but leg kicks and takedowns right now. All right, out of the blue corner first, from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. He's making his BKFC debut, bare knuckle debut even, Zack Pannell. Chandler turned 40 and still waiting for Conor. I think Chandler knocks him out round 1. I agree, Torn. I'm putting big money on that fight. All right, out of the red corner, out of Albuquerque, New Mexico. 4 total bare knuckle matches. Kasey Yates. Nate is a much better matchup for Conor. Would it sell more? Oh, I think it definitely sells more. Nick Behrens is the referee. I just think, you promised Chandler the match for so long. Not only would it be really shitty to do that to Chandler, now the fans see it too. I think most people would want to see Conor. Oh, there's a knockdown. There is a left hook. About 3 seconds into this match, Pannell already knocked Yates down. That was possibly a slip, but remember, Pannell is making... Oh, and there's a knockdown for Yates! Or excuse me, from Pannell. Oh, big right hook there from Pannell. Big combination in the corner for Pannell. Oh, big right hook there from Pannell. That hurt Yates again. Oh, and they are just rock'em sock'em robots right now. Both guys swinging for the fences. Big uppercut there from Pannell. Overhand right lands from Pannell. He's on the inside. Yates wants to get him out of here. Yeah, Pannell swinging wild haymakers right now. Oh, huge right hook there for Pannell, and there's a big right uppercut and a right hook, and I think that experience for Pannell starting to come into play here, but Yates definitely holding his own. Of course, got the first knockdown of the match just seconds in. 30 seconds left in the first round. 2 knockdowns already, 1 for each. Oh, good defense here from Pannell. Oh, and Yates turns his back, and that's going to end it. He was getting hit. You cannot turn your back in a match like that.
He has to stop that fight. He could have got hurt badly right there. That was the referee saving the opponent right there. You can't call that a knockdown. You turn your back, that's one way to end the fight immediately.
Yeah, and the way he turned his back was almost like I need a way out. Like, he didn't just turn his back. Like, sometimes in boxing, a referee, like, they're within their rights to stop the match anytime a guy turns his back. But right there, he turned his back and he was walking away. Like, he was walking to his corner. He was done. And there's the replay. That's a big overhand right from Zach Pannell that put Kasey Yates down. Yeah, he was done. Oh, yeah, he was literally, like, trying to leave the ring, I think, when the referee stopped the fight. And he's got a big gash up above his nose. Yeah, he was beat up. I don't think the fight is happening, to be perfectly honest with you. Nate is a much better matchup for Conor. So, yeah, Torin, it wouldn't surprise me. You know, I've said it, that I'll believe for sure that Conor's fighting when he steps in the cage and I hear the bell. I also think Charles is going to beat Armand. That's going to be a great one, too. Hey, what's going on, Adam from Allen? Good to see you, my man. Cheers. Pannell for the win. Stoppage. What's up, Mr. Mello? One for the little guy, right? All right, 1:44 of the first round.
Great start for Pannell. He can get knocked down, get up, not be frustrated, and come back with.
So Zach Pannell, 1:44 of the first round. Little Mac, and he's got those green Little Mac shorts, like Little Mac from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Is there any game from the 80s that stands out better than Mike Tyson's Punch Out, by the way, too? I was just playing that the other day. Like, it totally stands up. To me, anyways. 2024. And, you know, how freaking old is that guy? Or how old is that game? What, 87, I believe? Was Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and like I said, still stands up. Chandler's just retired at this point, because I think the only fight I was interested in was Conor. Don't see him trying to go for another title run. Well, at this point of his career, he's 37, and he can make a lot more money. He can have some more fun fights. He can challenge Justin for the BMF. Justin, I could see him getting a BMF match over, against the winner of Max and Justin. Don't see Chandler wanting to fight contenders. He'll be 38 in April. I don't think he's wanting to climb the mountain, but I could see him getting in some fun fights. And like I said, these guys work hard to get up to the point to where they're making decent money. And I think Chandler's making, disclosed rate. I think he's making somewhere between $300,000 and $500,000 a fight. That's a lot of money when your career, like your source of income, some of these guys, the only thing they know how to do, they only have a few more years that they'll be able to physically do it. And then it's gone for the rest of their life. So I have a hard time thinking Chandler won't take like 3 more fights. Just for the money. I could be wrong, of course, but, fighters generally lay up the gloves too late. A lot more often than early. All right, Kane Tomlinson, Apostle Spencer. Here in this next match. 165-pound weight class. We're just talking about 165 coming to the UFC. So Tomlinson an inch taller at 6 feet tall. Spencer has a 2.5-inch reach advantage at 74 inches. Tomlinson a huge betting favorite at minus 500. Plus 375 is the underdog money on Spencer. I don't think Chandler wants that, to be honest. And Justin will beat his butt again. Yeah, I would pick Justin, of course, in a rematch. But Chandler's last fight was against Dustin, November 2022. So it's been a little over a year since he fought. I said November, December, January, 14 months. Yeah, that's a bit of time to be on inactive, but it's not the longest time. And we know what it's for. He's been wanting to fight. Just some jackass, some Irish jackass has been holding him up. And yes, I don't know if you're coming in and you're Conor fans, like that's fine. I respect it. I respect people that are fans of whoever. But I'm going to call Conor a jackass because I think he's a jackass. All right, out of the blue corner, out of Roanoke, Virginia. Canine Tomlinson. Again, like I said, up-and-coming prospects from Albuquerque, New Mexico tonight.
He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 163.8.
And out of the blue corner, she's out of Belen, New Mexico.
Makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Belen.
He's making his BKFC debut, Apostle Spencer. I'm kind of paying attention to these odds. Referee Sid Ware. Because, like, with BKFC, you never know. Some of these guys, like, making their BKFC debut, like, there's a big learning curve. But then there's some guys, like, they're just naturals. Like, their skill just translates immediately. Tomlinson in the... Oh, there's it! Oh, I thought it was a knockdown. Nope, Spencer, he's still standing. Tomlinson in the red wraps. Lands a nice right hand there. Spencer in the blue wrist straps. Oh, nice check right hook there from Tomlinson. Big combination from Tomlinson. Spencer's down. Spencer goes down. And he's not going to get up. He gets up momentarily and starts falling through the ropes. What a knockout.
Wow, you can just see, look at that.
Damn.
He's still hurt right now.
Wow, and Apostle Spencer, man, he got hit hard. His face is cut to shreds, and he was hurt badly. Sit that guy down. They're good. They're sitting him down. Get that guy some ice and get him to the hospital. Yeah, he was falling back down when he was trying to get back up. Don't make that guy stand up. Oh, there's a beautiful check right hook. And then that one on the top of the head. He's holding his head as he goes down. And yeah, he was not getting up.
Those two shots did a lot of damage.
Man. Doesn't take much with bare knuckles. What a knockout. Kane Jr., right? Tony has an excuse for every loss he's had. Tony versus Chaos Williams. Oh, man, don't do that to Tony. Oh, did you see Tony Ferguson making his excuses to why he lost to Patty? Claim he was injured. The delusion is getting ridiculous from that guy. We're lost regardless, bro, injury or not. Tony needs to retire, yes. Conor is a jackass. You're right, Mike. Well, thank you.
I'm not sure. That was pretty impressive for the first fight. We might want to see him go a few rounds and see, but man, that was an impressive start for Tomlinson Jr.
Apostle Spencer.
Came out fast off of the jab, off of scratch. He was very game. He talked about being a quote-unquote technical brawler. He tried to implement that technical
And Kane Tomlinson taking care of business.
See, Spencer was coming forward, reckless abandonment was coming forward. All offense, you have to have
He ran through Apostle Spencer like LaDainian Tomlinson used to run through a defensive line. Oh man, look at this guy's face.
33 seconds into round number 1.
33 seconds. He's got a cut above his left eye. He's got a cut below his left eye. And the right side of his face is just a disaster. Wow, Tomlinson's got fast hands.
Here with your winner, Kane Tomlinson Jr. Something about that Tomlinson name inside this square circle brings a lot of success. How's it feel, man? In your debut, ending it that early, I think you made a huge impression on yourself.
I'm a dog, man. I'm here to stay. Like, anybody want to smoke, I'm here.
Living up to the K9 name, well, right behind you is the man himself, Dave Sr. You know he's watching. You know he has.
I'm trying to remember who the favorite was in this one. He was making his debut. That might be an underdog win there.
You're going to go very, very far in this business if that's the case. Congratulations.
What's up, Frankie Trezo in the house? That's some bare knuckle going on, Frankie.
This isn't accuracy, but he looks very relaxed out there for his first bare knuckle fight, Sean.
All right, so 2 fights down, 2 first-round knockouts, 3 knockdowns between the 2 fights. And a total, let's do the math here, a total of 2 minutes, 17 seconds for both fights combined. How proud is Canada? Mike Mallet. Boy, gassed out, so I don't know. Yes, cheers, Robert. I seen his name pop up on Twitter today, and but then I ended up not looking at it, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, his cardio died on him. Does anybody know, is this John Dodson's brother fighting tonight? He kind of looks like him. I think it might be John Dawson's brother. Or excuse me, Dodson, not Dawson. Hey, what's up? Brimstone is in the house. Gray Brimstone's off to a good start. How you doing, my man? Good to see you. Yeah, that's a great start. 2 fights, 2 knockdowns. Or 2 knockouts, 3 knockdowns. All in less than 2.5 minutes of fight time. Also, what's up, party people?
2 fights, 2 first-round finishes. Zach, Pannell, and then Tomlinson Jr.
Man, yeah, you can't complain about 2 first-round finishes. Not when they look like that.
And they're ready for bare knuckle. And some people are like, well, this is a little different. It takes you a minute to get used to it. But man, a lot of good knockouts are going to come tonight, I promise.
As we talk about what constitutes a prospect, it doesn't mean you have to be 18 years old and new to pro combat sports. You can be in your 30s or even your 40s. You could be a veteran of pro MMA, pro boxing, kickboxing.
Yes, remember tonight we will see a veteran of MMA, Juan Adams. Heavyweight knockout artist, was in the UFC. He'll be making his BKFC debut tonight.
Sometimes it's that whole thing of grappling, jiu-jitsu, it hurts the body. This is a second chance. You come out here, you still have fight left. I'll put you on. I want to see what you have left because we can still make you a superstar. People come in here with that energy, that story. I want to know why you're out here because, Sean, a lot of the combat world, they don't want to do bare knuckle. You know, most people don't want to fight at all. But those few percent who want to, and those people don't even want to do bare knuckle. So
I think that's why Mike Perry, one of the reasons Mike Perry wins so many BKFC matches, in my opinion, is that he doesn't mind getting hit. And a lot. Like, he gets a tooth knocked out, he's like, whatever, let's fucking go.
There is Taylor Starling at 115 pounds tonight. She will face Jenny Savage. This is the first time these two will have fought each other in BKFC. They're respective 6 battles.
Just a scary dude.
But this is a rematch in terms of pro combat sports. October 2019 in Pro MMA. Chris, you and I commentated the fight. Taylor Starling versus Jenny Savage.
All right, so we got a rematch coming up. We got the ladies.
That's been playing on my mind. I really have a need to get that back.
She is a different fighter, Sean. That was her first pro combat sport, I believe. She took the fight on like 2 or 3 days notice. She came in there very green. She's a different fighter now in comedy. She's not fighting the same.
Next fight up, we got Felipe Chavez.
But I've got better than
Very true.
our feature fight of the evening. Well, the Dodson name is very, very big here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. John Dodson is, of course, the BKFC 125-pound world champion. He will be in the corner tonight of his younger brother, Eric Dodson.
Yes, it is Eric Dodson, the younger brother of John Dodson, 125-pound champion.
Dodson coming off this first loss. He came in early, had some very good knockouts. He saw his power, he saw his accuracy. However, he dealt with a very difficult fight last time. So this is a comeback fight. And the Highpine's not coming in to lose, so he's coming in to get that quick knockout to make.
I'm not sure if that's what's up next. They're talking about this one, but I'm not sure that's the next.
Will be about number 4 for both men in BKFC. Dakota Highpine successful in his American Fighting Championship debut. He told us, I've been a little too eager. I want to slow down, be smarter.
And Dakota Highpine looked great in his debut as well. You know, Eric Dodson's got his hands full tonight.
After your first fight, you learn a lot.
Luckily, he's got a great brother to train with, but he was wrestling so hard, shooting strong takedowns in round 3. Poor fight IQ. Yeah, he just gassed. But yeah, I agree. Not a good game plan. What's up, iRock? Howdy, sir. You don't like calling for a fighter's retirement, but I don't want to see Tony take any more damage to his head. Me either. Just recently found out about him flipping out a while back. Oh yeah, he lost it. Tony the type of guy to sign with BKFC. Oh, let's hope not. Agree, Greg? You should stop. The CTE is real. I sure hope not. Yeah, I hope not too, man. February 2nd, you see the welterweight championship is on the line. Luis Palomino defending against Austin Trout. That should be a great match.
One of our most talked about fighters. Everybody says, if this guy has any weaknesses, is there anywhere you can take him? Roman's going to test that. We're going to see how. So
I had to work today. I got to work tomorrow, guys. I got Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And then I'm a full-time YouTuber. That or I'm retired because I'm not going back to the corporate world. I'm not going back to work for some corpocracy, you know. I know how to run a business now. Let's just hope the YouTube thing works out. If the YouTube thing doesn't work out, I'm confident I can start another business, but talking about Tony Ferguson gets depressing sometimes. Oh, for all of us, man, because I think just about everybody loves Tony. It's like when, when the Iceman, when Chuck Liddell was fighting, I was like, please don't let him fight another fight. And then he would sign again, and he would get knocked out again. It's like, man. Same thing with BJ Penn. Frankie Edgar was starting to get there.
June 2nd, 2018 in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and we keep on rolling. This is year 7 now of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Chris, we're seeing major stars.
So BKFC, starting the 7th year of BKFC already, started in 2018.
Major organization boxing world champions to find their way into BKFC.
It's unbelievable, Sean. And the great thing to me, we're getting fighters now who they don't want to do boxing. They don't want to do MMA. They want to do bare knuckle. That's where.
And of course, Mike Perry, the king of bare knuckle.
This is what they want to do. They're going to come to crowd. We're going to find them.
Beat Michael Venom Page. Luke Rockhold came in and tested it. Mike waxed him quickly and easily. His last bout, of course, he broke the orbital bone of Eddie Alvarez.
You're now heading to tryouts.
Love doing that, Sean. I feel like I've been doing fine.
Tony Ferguson's going through the Chuck Liddell effect. Yes, he is. The good news, I listened to a interview with Chuck Liddell recently, and he sounded pretty good. He didn't sound punch drunk. If you hadn't known he was a fighter, I don't think you would have known by the interview. Like, he was solid. He was on Bill Maher's podcast, actually. Not Real Time with Bill Maher on HBO. It's, God, I don't remember what his podcast is, but
BKFC Prospect Series Albuquerque.
I know Bill Maher is not for everybody, or at least his show, but he's got some great guests on his podcast. Okay, here it is. I thought that was the one. I was starting to put it up, and then they started talking about Eric Dodson. It's Felipe, Chavez, and Michael Manno up next. Mano, 2 inches taller at 5'11". Chavez with a 2-inch reach advantage, 73 inches. Mano, a big favorite, minus 350. And Mano also fist size, 3 centimeters bigger, 30 centimeters to 27 centimeters of Felipe Chavez. I'm not sure as to what point that matters. There's honestly, I've heard both. There's some guys, that are like, bigger fists hit harder, and then I've heard the opposite. I've heard guys say it's the guys with the smaller fists because it's the smaller surface. Sorry guys, I'm having a bit of an issue with my camera. Oh, this might be the green screen thing. I didn't stream all last week, so I think I'm out of place. I am. There we go. All right. Yeah, my green screen just slid over a little bit. 2017 action, Mike. That would be 7 years. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and then 24 is your 7th. Club Random. Thank you, Phil. Tony will never retire. He'll be fighting into his 50s like Chuck, too. Well, Chuck was only fighting into his early 40s. Tony's not 40 yet, right? Tony's, 39? He might have just turned 40. Like a boxing legend, Bernard Hopkins didn't retire until 2016, age 50. Yeah, but he was still winning fights up until that last one. How old is Tony Ferguson? Yeah, he's 39. That's what I thought. Yeah, everybody's got a different age. And some guys are done at like 35, 36. Especially in boxing. I remember back in the day when I was watching, boxing like the 90s, early 2000s. Especially 80s and 90s, though. A lot of the lighter weight guys, like they were done at 34, 35. Like they were shot. Ferguson turns 40 in February. Well, he should retire for his birthday. That should be his birthday present to himself. Say Tony retires at 43. Oh, I hope he doesn't fight that long, man. That's 3 more full years. That's over 3 more full years. Because you say he's not quite 40. Dude, I don't know if he's going to live through that many more fights. I don't want to see him be the first guy to pass in the octagon.
Inches tall, his official weight, An even 174 pounds. His BKFC record stands at 1 victory.
All right, out of the red corner, 1-1 in the BKFC from Shreveport, Louisiana, Michael Manno. And he is a big favorite tonight for being 1-1.
He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall. His official weight,
all right, and here out of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Stands at 6 victories, opposite 4 defeats, and tonight he makes his BKFC debut. Fighting out of Albuquerque.
Making his BKFC debut, Felipe Chavez. I just realized I got an S instead of a Z on Chavez there. Typo. All right, referee for this one is Andrew Glenn. And here we go. Chavez in the blue wraps, Mano in the red. Next up, straw weights. But these guys, 175 pounders, welterweights. Good right hand there from Chavez. Mano trying to keep him off with the jab. That's a nice left hand there. Chavez, the aggressor, moving forward. Oh, nice right hook to the body from Chavez. I remember another Chavez who went to the body a lot. Julio Cesar Chavez. Oh, big right hook there for Chavez. And there's a 1-2 for Chavez. Mano's got to start defending himself. He's getting picked apart a little here. And both guys, a couple swings and misses there. Left hand lands for Chavez. And already a cut on the left, blood running down the left cheek of Michael Manno. I'm not quite sure where it's coming from yet. Oh, good right hook there from Chavez. And a straight left. Dominant round here for Felipe Chavez. 10 seconds left. Oh, and there's a big right hand from Chavez right on the chin. And there's a left hand to the body. Great first round from Felipe Chavez. Michael Manno landed very little. I'm going to pick Chavez because his last name is Chavez. Guys in heavyweight class can fight in their 40s or 50s that aren't dependent on speed like guys in the lighter weight classes. Yes, correct, Torin. Speed and reflexes, yeah. Pride's the last thing to go, as I said, but power's right behind it. Reflexes are the first thing to go for most fighters. Hey, an open scoring here. All three judges give the round to Chavez. I didn't realize we had open scoring. And good left hand from Chavez to start the second round. Oh, left hand right on the chin there for Chavez. Michael Manno has yet to get into this fight. He's landed, a couple soft shots maybe, but other than that, he's gotten beat up pretty bad. Oh, good combination there from Chavez, and double right hook to the body from Mano. This is the first fight to make it to the second round. Good left hand there from Chavez. That's slow first looks in his fights now. His reflexes are definitely off. Yeah, he seems to have an equilibrium issue. And unfortunately, I think it might be a little more than age. Good left hand in the body there from Mano. And the left hand upstairs, combination from Chavez. There's a good left hook from Chavez. Oh, now Chavez has got a cut above that left eye. Just so many cuts with the bare knuckles. Oh, good left hand to the body from Mano. I mean, I know he didn't fight a good first round, but definitely coming back and fighting a much better fight here in the second. And Chavez has kind of gotten on the bicycle this round. Good right hand to the body there from Mano. And it's not that Mano was super busy in this one, but it's almost like Chavez took the round off. That was a good right hook and a left hand from Chavez. Oh, that cut him open badly. That cut Mano open badly on the cheek. And a right hook upstairs and one to the body. And I think Chavez still has the round there in this last 30 seconds. I got him up 2018. I guess we can see right away if the judges agree since we have live scoring. Not sure how I feel about live scoring, but I'm happy to try it out in BKFC before boxing or MMA.
Scoring,
10-9 Chavez. Thank you, Robert. Tony fought Pettis like a cardio machine, right? The rarely seen BKFC third round. Yes. Nice cut on Mano. Yeah, it is a bad cut. At least that cut is below his eye. Oh, it's a slash, though.
Start the round, but then they're going to have the doctors come look at it. I believe that's usually what they do.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad cut. Why is there no Vaseline on that cut? They just had a whole minute in the corner and in between. I'm not sure why. Well, and we're going to go on in the third round. So, oh, good right hook to the body for Chavez. He comes out like a cannon. Banging more hooks to the body. And referee breaking him up. A lot of wrestling going on there. A lot of grappling. And referee's going to warn him. So this is not MMA. Good left hand there from Mano. Oh, big 1-2 from Chavez in the right hook. Yeah, Mano's not going to make it a lot longer with that cut. Oh, he is covered in blood right now. His chest, his stomach. I mean, Chavez has got some blood on him. But Mano is just covered. That's a nasty cut. That looks like a pocket knife cut. We see like movies, somebody takes like a pocket knife or a switchblade, comes and slices somebody's cheek open. That's exactly what it looks like. Good left hand there from Chavez. Oh, beautiful right hook from Mano. That was his best punch of the fight. And 45 seconds left in the third. Big right hand and a 1-2 from Mano. Left hook and a right hand from Mano. Michael Mano coming on strong in the third. And Chavez may be getting a little tired here. But they're going to take another look at that cut, though. And Michael Mano put his thumb up. Says, oh! And that is a bad cut. It's hard to argue with the stoppage, but it really seemed like Michael Mano was coming on strong before they decided to pull Mano aside and look at that cut.
You might have felt like momentum was starting to go in his favor, and then they stopped the fight. Very disappointing right there.
So those cuts will open up every time he fights from now on, right?
You never question Dr. But he understands exactly.
A little bloody, buddy.
Dangerous. Keep going. You have to believe him, Sean.
So Deacon Lopez, that is a good fight. I don't lean towards Sodiq.
The Association of Ringside Physicians. That means nothing to Michael Manno right now, by the way. He is really
Stoppage, cut too bad. Yep, love the hamburger look. It fits him. Oh, jeez. If you could fight anyone, who would you fight? Roberts is Mike Tyson, just to say, knocked out by Mike. Yeah. Well, if I could fight anyone, I would fight someone who makes me a lot of money and that I could beat. I don't know who that would be, but
Like you said, I totally understand all that, but the best little sequence of the whole fight was right.
I'll do one of those celebrity boxing.
Okay, I'm learning. I'm getting the range. I'm getting the timing. This is my time. However, the damage was learned. Look at these 3.
Because I've called out YouTubers, boxing, MMA. I'm like, I'll fight you, whatever. You know, in the ring, in the cage, on the street. I'm like, I don't give a shit. But nobody stepped up to the plate. Got Sodiq too by KO. Storm, nice. I hear you, Rob. I'd be like, I know someone that got knocked out by Mike. Someone definitely got knocked out in the Sodiq Lopez fight. I'll fight Derek Lewis. Oh my God, you're gonna die, Torrin. Derek Lewis is huge. 127 of the 3rd round for Felipe Chavez.
Disappointment for Michael Manno. Make no mistake, Felipe Chavez was
so wide odds on a lot of these fights. I should have started writing them down because I don't remember who was. Does anybody know what underdogs we've had tonight? When? Because I don't know that I can look up the odds. I don't know where to look up the odds after the fights have already happened now. But I do bet on a decent amount of events now, so I'd like to know how many, upsets we generally have in a BKFC night. Yeah, like I said, I miss these prospect types of nights. I would like to see somebody bring this back in boxing. Like I said, like the next generation. Is that Ernie Shaver's grandson? Maybe, probably by now. Fighting February 16th. I think it might be. Ernie Shaver is, of course, one of the hardest hitting heavyweights of all time. But speaking of a hard hitting heavyweights, we got a couple of them tonight. And Juan Adams making his BKFC debut. Was a knockout artist in the UFC. Gonna try his hand at BKFC. And there's Christine Fajea, the women's flyweight champion.
I don't want this smoke with no gloves on, I promise you that.
That had to be an incredible feeling, just being a fan, being in there with Chris, but at the same time, you're looking to take her head off. You're looking to retire her inside of the squared circle. Just talk about those different emotions that you were dealing with inside that ring.
Hey, I've looked up this Chris Cyborg since I've been young in the sport. She's the greatest that's ever been. I want to test myself against her. I've performed against 100.
All right, so there you go, trying to drag Christine Cyborg
And I want to take her on toe-to-toe.
into bare knuckle.
It's the biggest challenge in the world, and I want that smoke.
Stay tuned for that. I know, Chris, I know you're watching right now. One more question.
I don't know if she's going to bite,
Some females inside of this
but that would be a big fight.
We are truly trying to find that next generation of fighter here in Albuquerque. Man, what's going through those girls' minds right now as they get ready to step inside that square circle for the first time?
I know they want to go toe to toe and get the 505, that violence and that blood they want to see.
There it is. Hey, this could be one of your future challengers for that belt one day.
Slap fight Francis. Ha, I have a list, and mine's personal. I fight my wife's ex-husband. He's got it coming. My kids are grown. Hopefully, he's game to do it. All right, Brittany, Horton, Karla, Alvarez up next. Alvarez, a -350 favorite coming into this one, but the ladies... The little ladies, 110-pound ladies. Some might call them lady fingers. All right, both women 5'5". Horton with a 1-inch reach advantage at 67 inches. Alvarez 1 centimeter fist size bigger at 27 centimeters. And as I mentioned, Alvarez, the favorite, -350. Horton, the dog money at +275. Oh, I hear you, Phil. Oh, if we're just fighting people that's personal, yeah, I got one of those lists too. Taller than Lewis, I'm 6'5". I'll have a height advantage. Nice. A tall man, Torn. Brittany fought my father once. He put me down quick. Back when I was a cocky little shit. He always told me, don't ever think you'll be old enough to kick my ass. R.I.P. Dad, miss that guy. Yeah, cheers, man. Sorry he's not around anymore, Phil.
We are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds.
And pretty much the same thing happened, Phil. On that day I realized my dad was made of solid steel.
Fighting out of the red corner tonight, she...
All right, out of the red corner,
Tonight, she makes her BKFC.
making her BKFC debut right here out of Albuquerque, Mexico. Karla Alvarez. Nah, I'm messing with you, Mike. I'm actually 5'10", not 6'5". Yeah, that's a big difference. And pretty much the same thing happened, Phil, and that day I realized made a solid steel, yes. Cheers, Adam. All right, out of Belen, New Mexico.
A combined combat sports record of 5 fights, and tonight makes her BKFC debut.
Also making her BKFC debut, Brittany Horton.
Yes! Brittany Horton!
And our referee in charge of the action, Sid Ware.
All right, Sid Ware is the referee for this one. Couple of big right hands here from Horton. Horton in the blue and neon green. Big combination of the body for Horton. Nice triple hook upstairs, though, there from Alvarez. Good right hand again there from Alvarez. And combination on the inside there from Brittany. Oh! 2 right hooks, 3 big uppercuts there from Brittany Alvarez. She is beating the hell out of Karla Alvarez right now. Or excuse me, out of Brittany Horton. That's Karla Alvarez. There's a biker stabbed a guy in the neck with a knife when I was a kid and got away with it. Damn. Oh, good right hand for Alvarez upstairs. And they're in the clinch. Alvarez dominating. Wouldn't dare mess with him, even though he's disabled and terminally ill, I still won't dare. Big combination again there from Alvarez. And they exchange left hands. Yeah, I got in a few fights with the old man. Big combination there from Horton. Oh, big right hand from Alvarez, and Horton is down. And it is over. Horton hears a bell, and she could not make it to the next round.
The best punch that Horton landed right there. Alvarez walked through it, threw her own right hand into the fight.
Yeah, man, toughest guy I knew. I tried to help him with things when he got old. He would say, grab a hold of me and see if I need help. Stubborn, tough guy. Karla KO for the win. Yes, Mello. AFL D, they get stubborn the older they get. Yep. Have you ever been to Albuquerque or anywhere in New Mexico? No, I haven't. Definitely fast, Mr. Mello. Another first rounder. Robert says he has. I'm going to start traveling the country, though, here soon. Next week. Next week I'm going to start, and hopefully soon, maybe by the end of this next summer, I want to visit all 50 states. Dad knocked a guy out on Christmas morning when I was a kid because the dude was drunk and almost hit his truck. Dude got arrested. My dad came home with Knuckles.
She told this very clear-eyed assessment of her opponent, Karla Alvarez. What relayed this to us, Chris, in our fighter meeting. Alvarez would come forward.
Oh, they're having Brittany Horton. I don't know why they're having her follow a finger right now. Oh, are they going to let the fight go? No, it's over. I'm like, if you think that you need to have her follow the finger right now, just get her to the hospital. There's no reason to be giving her tests right now. Fight's over.
Success in her BKFC and Pro Combat Sports debut. In Albuquerque, New Mexico-based Karla Alvarez. Here's Jeff Houston.
Ref must not like the way she fell right there. Didn't even give her a 10-count recover. And she was being dominant. She wasn't in the fight. I mean, I know we had only gotten to see 2 minutes worth or a little less, before she got knocked down. 159 round one as the official stoppage. But, you could see quickly that Brittany did not belong in there.
Tonight. And you come out there and you get a first-round stoppage. It's not something we see very often.
Hot AF there in New Mexico.
Actually, one's right here. We got one fight a little bit later.
Sandoval Robertson, unique place.
Here at the BKFC. Let's talk about this big finish. It's all right. That's all right. Take your time.
And Karla Alvarez, emotional here.
I said, okay, let it go. And once I did it, it was there, and she went down.
Listen, there's not a lot of women that
Hotter than hell in Albuquerque in the summer. One of the big reasons I moved north.
Give us your feelings being in here, taking the gloves.
Yeah, I can do the cold better than the heat. Because you just put on a couple layers and a jacket, I mean, even if it's negative, you put on 3 layers, like you're good. Like you got some gloves on, you got 3 layers on, maybe a stocking cap, couple pairs of socks, and it can be -10, and you don't even know it. But when it's hot, so what are you gonna do? Does get cold at night in the higher elevations, though. Oh, those cold desert nights. Well, I lived in Pasco, Washington there for a while, and a lot of people don't realize this, but you know, we're in almost a rainforest here on the west side, but the east side is a complete desert. Like almost no rain there, little cactuses, you know, the ground is sand, all that. Like it is a desert. So I feel like it's probably similar to New Mexico. That's where peyote grows wild all over New Mexico. Well, I'd like to try some peyote. All right, up next, Adams versus Adams. Heavyweights. Juan versus Matt Adams. Juan, the Kraken Adams, 32 years old. Of course, was, as I mentioned, was a knockout artist in the UFC. I'm interested to see how he does when you take the gloves off. Also, it was very close odds when I first seen him on this last one, so if I was betting on this one, I think I would put a couple bucks on Juan, but
it's a little cold outside here in Albuquerque, but it is hot inside the Rebel Entertainment Center.
But I don't really know much about Matt Adams, so
energy drink. OnlyFans. Grunt style apparel. And forged.
Of course, BKFC is sponsored by OnlyFans. Who else? No need for cold, and I can prove it. Anytime a woman put on more clothes is never good. That's a good way to know. All right, Juan Adams, 7 inches taller at 6'5". He's 5 pounds heavier at 267. Reach 6.5-inch advantage at 81 inches. Fist size 1 centimeter bigger at 33 centimeters. Couple of heavy hitters here. And here comes, that is a stout 5'10". 5'10", 260 pounds. That is thick. Is that near the whole rainforest? Seen pics of that place. Unbelievable that it's in North America. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard of the whole rainforest. I did peyote there. I was on a 36-hour psychedelic trip. It was nuts. Nice. Been up the Hawaii Rock. Good hiking. Dude, 6'5" versus 5'10". Fucking hey, right? All right, and here he comes, UFC veteran, knockout artist Juan Adams.
One fought on the DOX Contender Series and 2 fights in PFL. Adams wrestled in the NCAA division level of Virginia Military Institute. Adams said, "I'm going to implement that."
I forgot about that. Last fought in the PFL. With 2 fights in the PFL. It's a stout 5'10", though. Yeah, it is. Went all the way to the approach to Mount Olympus. Oh, that's awesome. I'm a stout 5'8", Robert.
I know he's a strong and powerful guy. Adams said, "I'm a much bigger man, and I'm a much more powerful man.
Yeah, Juan came in at 267 tonight. He didn't have to worry about making that 265 weight class. He would have made it. He only had to lose he would have only had to lose a pound.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for our next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Presented to you by...
All right, here we go, heavy boys.
Introducing to you first. Fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black and red. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 261.8 pounds.
205-10, 261 out of Heath, Ohio.
Makes his BKFC debut.
Making his BKFC debut, Matt Adams. It's interesting how different people carry their weights. It looks like Juan's got a bigger gut than Matt, even though they're almost the same weight, and Matt's literally 7 inches taller. Or Juan is, excuse me. All right, out of Houston, Texas, he is a UFC and PFL veteran, Juan Adams. Get ready for fireworks, boys and girls. Nick Behrens is the referee. I gotta get up there sometime soon. Nice. All right, here we go. And this is the match I was looking forward to the most. Big 1-2 there from Juan. Oh, double uppercut there from Matt Adams. He's trying to get on the inside. Lands a big right hook there. And referee trying to break these guys up. Good luck with that. Good right hand there from Juan. Big right hook upstairs from Matt. Oh, and they exchange right hands. Matt Adams got a hell of a right hook, though. Like I said, looking at him, you wouldn't think he's 260 pounds, but he is stout as fuck. And triple left hook in the clinch there from Matt Adams. Nice left uppercut. That's a big dude. Oh, big double right hook there from Matt. And I got an early morning tomorrow, guys. This is the fight I was really looking forward to. I'm more tired than I thought I was, so I think I'm going to cut it after this fight. But hopefully this is a good one. 50 seconds left. Big overhand right from Matt Adams. Left hook, right hand. Another overhand right from Matt. There's a couple uppercuts from Juan, but Juan is hurt. He's hurt badly. He is clenching right now. Yeah, Matt Adams hits like a Mack truck. And now he's going to the body. Oh, big combination from Juan! And there's a big right hook in the straight. It's not going to take many from Juan. And oh, man, that is definitely illegal, I'm pretty sure. So Juan Adams, that looked like some MMA stuff. He had his elbow on Matt's neck, and he was hammer fisting him in the corner. And Jack Reese tells him, he says, no hammer fists, man. You can't punch like this. Oh, big overhand right there from Matt, and a big right from Adams, or from Juan, excuse me, and both Adams laying down heavy shots to the bell.
That was a very interesting round because I felt like Matt Adams did a great job, most of it, but in that last few seconds.
How's this guy with the shaved chest, the heart crazy? A 6-footer, my crooked back makes him up 5'11", it seems though. It's a big dude. Yep, Adams family. IROC! With the first donation of the night. Thank you, IROC. And like I said, limited time tonight, so this will be the last fight that we covered today. But I'll have a lot more energy after this week, guys. Like I said, I'm I'll have my business sold, and we're going to do the full-time YouTube thing. So, all right, cuts on the eyes of both guys here. Round 2. Who's going to strike for? Oh, it's Matt. Big overhand right. There's a nice right hand from Juan. Another right hook from Matt. 1-2 from Matt. And he's got one in the corner. There's another big right hook upstairs. One in the body. Left hook to the chin. And a left hook to the solar plexus. Matt Adams, he's busy for a 260-plus pound, 5'10" man. Now, he's got a bit of a gut himself, too. But, you know, for that size. Oh, big overhand right from Matt. And there's a 3-punch combination from Juan. And a good jab and a right hook from Juan Adams. And Juan landed a combination with the right hands there in the corner to the ear. So in a split card, we got live scoring here. Oh, good 1-2 there from Juan. Got open scoring, and you see there, you have a split on the judges. Good left hand there from Juan. And Matt lands a big left hand. I gave Matt Adams the last round. 30 seconds left. Good left hand there from Juan. Oh, a right hand on the chin and a left hook from Juan Adams. And Matt has to clinch there. Juan staying busy in the clinch, though, landing right hooks to the body. I don't know how the judges are going to count those. It's pitter-patter, but he landed probably right hook, 10 right hooks to the body. Good left hand. Oh, left hand from Matt, but a big overhand right from Juan. There's a 1-2. Matt is hurt badly, but he will not go down. He lands a right hook of his own at the bell. Wow, that guy's made a fucking steal.
Everybody thinks I'm used to 5-minute rounds. I've been doing MMA. These are 2-minute rounds. This is going to be easy. How many times we heard that when we're doing our interviews? The 2 rounds, these guys look pretty tired right now.
Yeah, the fast pace, like there's no filling out process in BKFC, and yeah, you see some guys start to get tired very quickly for the few round fights that make it to the third round. This is not one I would have expected to make it to the third, because these boys are huge. Not sure if that fight meant to round 2. Those are some big old boys. We've got third round now. Yes, I rock. Thanks again for the super chat. Cheers. Looking forward to you being on YouTube full time, Mike. Well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Looking forward to it, too. David and Goliath going all in, right? All right, and here we go. Round 3. Oh, what an overhand right from Matt Adams. And both guys landed big shots to start the third. Juan's done very good inside in the clinch. Good right uppercut there from Matt. Right hook from Juan. Nice left hand there from Matt. And another overhand right. I mean, he's going to bust his hand before he knocks Juan Adams out at this point. Good 1-2 from Juan, and he's landing some uppercuts there in the clinch. Big right hook there from Juan Adams. There's the double jab from him and an overhand right from Matt. Oh, and they're exchanging big shots. Matt looks like he might be ready to go, though. Good right uppercut there from Juan. Matt is absolutely exhausted. Oh, nice 1-2 there from Juan and a right uppercut. And And I think Juan Adams might just be coming on. Oh, another big one, too, from Juan. And a left. Matt can barely hold his hands up. He's so tired. And I think he just crumbled. He might be giving up here. He just crumbled from exhaustion there. And there it is. Matt Adams goes down and he's had enough. He says, that guy hits too fucking hard. And Juan Adams wins his BKFC debut by TKO. Matt Adams is worn the fuck out. Gave up. WTF, right? All right, 11 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're not subscribed. Guys, we're here like every weekend, so make sure you're subscribed. We're going to be doing more shows during the week and stuff now because I'm going full time with this stuff starting next week. But congratulations, Juan Adams, all the other winners tonight. Like I said, I plan on going a little longer tonight, but I got a very early morning. I haven't had a day off since December 2nd. I am limping across the finish line, guys. What a quitter, says Robert. Dude, that's a tough sport, man. That's a tough sport. So many people quit. Like, I don't criticize people quitting in BKFC, really, though. Oh, he's still. Oh man, look at him breathing. He might have a freaking heart attack. Yeah, he's not doing good right now. Hopefully just catching his breath mostly. I mean, he did get beat up real good too. Total strikes in the fight, 119 to 77 in favor of Juan Adams. Accuracy was ridiculous here. 70% for Juan Adams, 82% accuracy for Matt. Man. Ridiculous amount of volume there. So look at for those of you that can see both guys, if you did not know what these guys' weight were, what would you guess? I mean, I would have guessed Juan Adams was 40 pounds heavier.
Man, congratulations. First, bare knuckle.
All right, minute 30 seconds of round 3. Congratulations, Juan Adams.
A whole other thing going in there, and he was giving you all you can handle.
Yeah, man. It was definitely rough. It felt way different than
All right, and I am going to get ready to wake up for work tomorrow because I got a big early day. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses next time.